super great things occurring now. Looking to my left, your right.
Yes.
People have been, everybody knows by now, not everybody, but we released it.
Yeah.
We have a licensing deal with Warner Brothers. Yes, we do. Yours truly. Our Christmas flavors this year are a license deal with the movie Elf. You know, the like most popular Christmas movie of all fucking time.
Yes.
It's us. We got it. We did. The team has been working incredibly hard on it. This has been literally 11 months in the process. I could not be more proud of the team, and I had to bring it up immediately. I just had to.
Yeah. I mean, a project that even Warner Brothers was like, I don't know if we have the timeline to make this. And we're like, oh no, we got this.
And they were like, we don't doubt you. It's just, we got some things to go through.
Sure.
So, I mean, to think that you and I, silly podunk 7 years ago, broke as fuck, got to deal with Warner Brothers. And they're like, hey, we'd love to do business with you. And we're like, yeah, yes, we'd love to do business too.
Same.
Oh, same. It is an awesome project. We have 3 flavors, 3 holiday limited release. These are actually limited release flavors. You know, that stupid stuff we've done before. We're like, hey, it's limited, and then we don't make it limited. These are actually limited.
They for sure are.
They will be available from November 14th until the end of the year, or until they sell out, which might be pretty quick. We have maple syrup on pancakes, peppermint bark, and white chocolate spice. All absolutely delicious, as always. We don't really miss on flavors.
No,
we don't do that.
We are very particular.
But we have an incredible deal with Warner Brothers, and I could not be more excited. It's got to be the coolest licensing deal in the industry history.
It was the most fun I've had on a project,
without a doubt.
Yep.
And there's no way it could have just been one person. Had to take the whole team.
This was all hands on deck for 10 plus months.
We have so much cool shit planned. It's out of control. This is the reinvigorating. We've been working on this shit since the beginning of the year, right when everything went down, and we fucking have been hustling. So, Elf by Axe and Sledge. It's the coolest fucking thing in the world.
It tastes so good. It tastes so fucking good.
It's, just cool shit. Maple syrup on pancakes. How about it tastes like pancake batter with like maple syrup in it? That's what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Because whenever I flavor sampled the production run, I'm like, this is like pancakes. And then Heather's like, well, that's what it's supposed to taste like. So I'm like, then the maple syrup on the back end. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, she's like, you wouldn't like it. You couldn't taste the pancakes when maple was on the front end, remember? And I'm like, yeah, I do remember that. Tasted too artificial. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, Heather, that's why you do your job so well. So we have maple syrup on pancakes, peppermint bark, and white chocolate spice. Me personally, I don't know. I thought it was going to be my least favorite. I like white chocolate spice the most.
I'm a huge white chocolate guy.
I did not think that. I was like, whenever Heather told us, like she's like, hey, these are the flavors. And we started running through them, and we had like 20 flavors marked down. And we started narrowing down like the 8 that we were going to do. White chocolate spice was one we brought in, and I'm like, it's gonna suck. It's delicious.
I think it's my favorite label too.
Oh, so with these labels, and when it was each label, Ken, we got the deal. Did you ever think whenever you were like watching Elf, like you'd be like, man, I'm gonna talk to the people that run their fucking marketing department?
No.
You're like, we're gonna get on a call, like call 7 people. We're gonna start talking about how Axe and Sledge, literally the company that we started with $2,200 that evolved into this with Warner Brothers. Yeah.
I thought there was a level of conversation that just doesn't happen between us and someone like them.
No.
I thought that was just for the movies, you know?
No.
This might have our foot in the door for like potential movie role, I would think. Love to. I didn't bring it up to them yet.
You know, do they own Hallmark?
Probably.
I'd love to be like, like the guy in the lumberyard in a Hallmark movie.
I
Like,
am,
there he is.
I am worthy of a Hallmark movie.
I think we could both have roles in different out of the 22 that they release every year.
Yep.
I could be like the big burly guy that's kind of silly and likes to drink beer and cut down trees at the lumberyard or some shit, or the Christmas tree farm.
For sure.
Be like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. He's like, ooh, here I am. Here I come. There I am for like my 5 seconds of glory in a Hallmark movie. I fucking show everyone. Show everyone.
I'd record the credits.
Oh, yeah.
There's my name. Spelled it wrong, but it's okay.
But no, the labels. So whenever talking to them, they have been dying to get into this. They've been dying to get into this field for a minute. The one guy has, and he wanted to get into it and into the supplement industry. And he finally found a partner, us, that is a full commitment to the labels, the designs, the feeling, the excitement, and with people like we have that, like everybody, we know we're a bunch of degenerates. The degenerates just got the best deal in the industry. So they wanted us to tell a story with the labels. So once we found out the flavors that we were going to do, we then had to create a concept behind them all, like a vibe, a feeling, like get some emotion going, connection with the movie. But we're not allowed to use Will Ferrell's face. It's the only thing you can't do. You can't license a person. You're not allowed to do that.
Not yet.
Not yet. Maybe if we're in a Hallmark movie, I'll sell myself. But so we have peppermint bark, which is the depiction of the candy cane forest. Then we have maple syrup on pancakes, which is New York City. Let's pull them up. Also, these labels are like 3D. They're all touch, so everything pops off. You scroll through it, and it's awesome. So it's a depiction of New York City, him traveling through New York City. You see the Bigfoot, whenever he looks like Bigfoot walking through the forest.
Yep.
So you have that. You have maple syrup everywhere. We have the snow globe of New York City there. The snowflakes and everything popping off. And then this label, the white chocolate spice. This one, we were like, I don't know what we're going to do. We're a little stumped because we were going through it, but you got to tell the story. So this one is the inner workings of the department store. You have over here Gimbals, which is on the right-hand side of it. You have the Jack in the Box, all the different decorations hanging. They all pop off there. You can feel everything. The Christmas tree, the nutcrackers within the store, Santa's seat over here with the other presents. So you have that whole inside the department store vibe. Super cool.
Yeah, it was great working with. I mean, Warner Brothers, like someone of this caliber, the assets and the amount of the catalog of artwork that we had access to. It was just really cool to see how a company like that handles business.
Yes.
You know, it's amazing.
And on here, I forgot this. This was a big topic. We wanted to incorporate all the quotes. Quotes from the movie. So there's a quote on each, different quote on each can that we put down here in the corner. I love it. So make sure you get them all so you can see what it is. These things, I mean, each one of us has 3 of them in our offices now. Like you have to get the whole set, use them all. Don't screw up the seals. Pop them off, pull them off nicely so you can put them back up there so you can set them on your shelf.
Super proud of this one.
It's incredible. I'm still not over it. Still not over it. So good news today. I saw a dog. Like that movie, it's funny as hell. We elves try to stick to the 4 main food groups: candy canes, candy corns, syrup.
Best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
I love Christmas movies. I love them. Man. Very, very cool. Very cool. That was crazy about all the assets too. Like how like all these things work from their assets. Their assets are on like a deeply encoded like system. that I had no business. Anytime I wanted to see it, I'd have to call Shane and be like, Shane, can I come to your office and look at all the assets?
Only the smart people here like knew how to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for good reason too.
Yeah.
Like these are all their assets that that the design team could use. Super cool. This is one release that literally required every single person at this company. There's not one person at this company that was not involved with this product, which is super cool. Find it fascinating. So Emmy, this is literally Emmy's favorite movie. You know how many so we were at the event this weekend at Vincenzo's up in New York.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, hey, what are the flavors? I'm like, would you like to know? And they're like, I'd love to know. One guy was Dom Musto. He's in the demo crew and great kid. He was there with his buddies and he's a fucking diehard, really good dude. And I was telling him, I'm like, okay, we're releasing it Monday, but we're in person here. Let's shoot the shit. And I was like, we have a deal with a movie company. And they're like, a movie company? I'm like, yeah, for a Christmas movie. And I didn't tell them. And I'm like, it's with Warner Brothers. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, dude. And the guys goes, I was like, it's a Christmas movie. I was like, what's your favorite Christmas movie? And he looks at me and then his buddy's like, Elf. Like Elf, and starts going off. And I'm like, the first fucking movie you said was Elf. And I'm like, I just showed Stoneface. I showed no emotions. And but then I was like, put it this way. It's literally everybody's favorite Christmas movie. And they were just they were going nuts. It was exciting. But I mean, it's the fun of it, the fact that we get to work with Warner Brothers. They're gonna we partnered with them for this, so it's gonna be a fun release. It's gonna be fun going forward with them. I expect to do cool shit.